Alright. Back for another. To be honest, nothing really showing up that was good. Like, except this one. This one actually decent. I was having a hard time breaking above that 184. Oh. Dude, what the fuck? It broke. Well, it literally just broke a little bit and then kind of chased back pretty quickly. So, I mean, with that, bro, that's kind of hard for us to really like find a good trade off that. Yeah. $89 to $190. See, we got the quote of the day. Maybe if it stays above there a little bit at 190, like, oh my gosh. I was gonna say it could have popped break. People could start paying for the breakout. It says, oh, dang, there's a long one. For the quote, oh, not even a quote, but it's a verse from the Bible. It says, give and it will be given to you. God measures, pressures down, shakens together, running over will be put into your lap. For with the measure you use will be measured back to you. We need to see a bigger push right here. Come on, can we see a bunch of buyers stepping in? Buyers, buyers, buyers. Where you at, buyers? Alright, about 5. Ooh. People buying it back up. That's good. 93. Oh, 80, 188, 190. Is he open now? Going out. But see, break, 194. 96 to 197 to 201. Perfect. But wait, how long can we stay above that, please? Because it wouldn't even matter if we don't can't stay above that. It could be just a pile of shit right now. Cause trying to hold above 2. Come on, we need to push this a lot higher to back to 211. Just so we can see a better. There we go, just like that. Damn, it's buying right back up. $207. This is gonna retest that 209. He's on that real weird range right now. Okay, that's what I'm thinking, guys. Either gonna come down, retest that 197, come down, retest the 97, then aim back to 213, like these levels and stuff. That's what I'm thinking, but because it has not came down back to these levels to really like, you know. Now it's just ranging around in here. It's because bouncing off this 211 right here. $225 is what I need to break so I can get to that tuna. Stacking 221, 222. I guess I need to break below 213 and then below this. But it's getting closer and closer, so the it's getting weaker. Oh yeah, I hit it. So honestly, yeah, technically speaking, if I would have took this trade, bro, I would have been a longer. Oh shit. Let's see if we can stay above here without any red retracement down that level. We need to get up there at a little 150. Can we at least get this above here so we know we have some strength still? I don't want to see a retest at 233 at all right now. I want to see this still kind of push a little bit higher. It's coming down. You want to see a push higher, dog. Not like how the way it's looking, so I'm not really gonna consider taking a trade now. Don't care if it touches 33, bro. Just the way how this is moving, just not liking it a lot, bro. I was waiting for a little pullback back at the 33. Either it stays around, pulls back a little bit, and then the next candle see it rock at the 250, bro. Yeah, bro, just not fucking with that, bro. Like I said, it's just not moving pretty smoothly how we would like it. Right here, 43 again. Damn. We haven't retested 197. That's why it's like that area is pretty good and interesting to hit 213 maybe. But it's gonna be a 1-to-1. It's just 207. Probably gonna fluctuate too. We'll hold above 2, maybe we can get to 213. Retest on 183. See if we can hold above 2. Can go hold 2. Can we break right here? It's trying. 204, 207. The last stack in 206. The breaks still are at 2, so I mean if we can break them. I'm gonna come down again, retest that level. Once we come back up to 208, it's probably when we're gonna see, maybe we can see if we can break it or not, or whether this can break us and take us out. Obviously, we want to be able to hold 2, but bounce off that level pretty nicely. People buying it back up to 8. You're liking that 208. Yeah, let's get to an 8. Oh, it did end up coming back to 211. But the reason why I got out to 8, guys, just we saw a big seller, bro, on that area, and just like it was just like really hard to see if we're gonna actually get back up there. You know what I'm saying? But it's at 2 to 10 right now and stuff. But I'm still happy with the trade we took, honestly. Like, we saw a bunch of sellers coming around that area, bro. But I'm glad that we stick to our strategy, bro. You guys saw, bro. Stick to your guys' strategy. Make sure, like you said, we saw that we haven't retested this area, and we're probably gonna bounce off this area and stuff, just so you know we get what we haven't. Probably because of that, because we did retest in this area. But we got all the way to 211. But you know, it is what it is, guys. But it's still pretty good. Nothing crazy, like I said today again, bro. Like, we didn't get anything really crazy. Like I said, basically another 1-to-1. A little like base hits we're hitting here. Nothing really to complain about, honestly, but. $13,000. You see that? It's just so much on that 208. And like people are trying to break it. We're trying to break it, but can we get? You know, we took a very decent trade, like I said, bro. Now all we're really waiting for is now, bro, is just see if we can yeah, I got a 199, which is 2 cents a little above, which is okay. We always try to manage and stuff. Dude, to be honest, we didn't get a lot off that trade, bro. We got like what, 7 cents? No. Yeah, like one like 7, no, 8 cents. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, bro. And I was risking. I actually I was risking a little bit less, a lot less. So I put it down here because originally it was gonna be this one, but I was risking probably around like right here, 192, if anything. You know what I'm saying? 192. So I was risking around 8 cents. Come on, let me see. 7 cents. to make another 7 cents. Okay. No, I mean 8 cents on that, on the other one. So yeah, I mean 1-to-1, bro, guys. We're taking like 1-to-1s, which isn't like obviously ideal. Obviously, guys, it's not ideal, but uh, the reason why is because, bro, it just helps us, you know. It's good. You know what I'm saying? Take a 1-to-1. I mean, that's their best, bro. But it doesn't mean you can't take those, bro. Especially that's the only opportunity we're getting from the market, bro. We might as well take these, right? You know what I'm saying? The 1-to-1. Hopefully we can get a 1-to-2, but a 1-to-1 is fine. Just that, you know what I'm saying? You know, it goes mostly our way more than half the time, but that's fine. You saw this will break up at 216. You might be telling yourself, bro, why the fuck are you didn't hold, bro, all the way to this? Because you don't know, bro. Something if you hold, bro, it can just come against you. And we saw we got close to this area where we wanted to get out. I mean, you saw this thing is coming back up to, you know, oh, sorry, my phone freezing. But you saw maybe we're gonna come back to that area at 250, bro, and we want to see a break above 250 just to see if okay, the stock is still strong, and if it is, bro, that's great, bro, because then that means we're gonna see more opportunity. Maybe to see get another trade, and maybe a trade that's actually a 1-to-2 and stuff. These usually do maybe we can get a 1-to-2, but sometimes it is like a 1-to-1 and stuff, and all that. Yeah, my original plan was if I were able to get to 197, 2-to-1. Right, my stop will be right below right here on like a 190, risking 7 cents to make say 316. So yeah, that will be a 1-to-2. You know what I'm saying? That would have been 1-to-2. But sometimes we don't get the perfect entry. Like I said, we always get a 2 to 3 maybe cents above the price we wanted, bro. So that's gonna take absolutely a chunk and stuff. And obviously sometimes we're not gonna get absolutely at the target right there, and sometimes not gonna be. That's why it comes to a 1-to-1, which is still fine, just that, you know, it goes our way and stuff. But another good trade, bro. Like I said, nothing crazy. Like I said, nothing crazy. But it's good to see that, you know, saying we're sticking to our plan, and we are seeing if it does going against us, bro, we can still take a play. You know what I'm saying? That makes sense, right? This area didn't get targeted. Now we didn't take this in consideration. The reason why we're struggling to 8 is because we did came back to this area and we bounced off a lot. So there's probably a lot of sellers right there that been waiting to sell more. And you know what I'm saying, they were waiting for that price to come down or something, bro. But the point is we were able to get there, and then we got up to 209. 210, and then we end up coming back up to 213 and then dropping even a little bit higher. But at that point for us, it's like, you know what, bro, we're gonna just take what we can get, bro, which is 208, because we're seeing struggling around that area, bro. And I'm glad that I was a spot that, you know, we saw that area struggling very hard. So we're like, you know what, bro, we're not gonna keep risking this shit and then just hoping for the best. We're gonna be smart about it and get out when we need to get out, man. This one looks like it's probably done for the day. It looks like it's coming drop into this area. This area has been tested before, so it's not like something that we want to take. Because this area hasn't been tested. But yeah, guys. I mean, look, we understand how the things are moving and stuff. So, you know, we're getting some opportunity in there, bro. Just that the things are break and we see where areas where it hasn't been, when there's an imbalance, you know what I'm saying? That's something that we gotta take in consideration. But I'm gonna read the quote of the day because I feel like it's I want to reread it because I actually fucking with this one, and also I wanna, you know, hear the audio and make someone have to maybe explain it better than I could. No way this stock is still moving after yesterday. Alright, no, it's not breaking the ice. But just I'm gonna read it myself one more time, and then I'm gonna punt the audio. It says, give and it will be given back. Give and it will be given to you. It says good measures. It says good measures, pressed down, shaken together, running over, will be put into your lap. For with the measure you use will be measured back to you. Let's see how that.
What response does God promise to the open-handed? Today's scripture, Luke 6:38, gives us the answer. Jesus says, give and it will be given to you. A good measure, pressed down, shaken together, running over, will be put into your lap. For with the measure you use, it will be measured back to you. See, here in this verse, Jesus paints a vivid picture of how God's judgment and forgiveness will take shape in our lives. The great news is that God's mercy is not stingy, but it's actually overflowing in both your life and mine. That phrase, good measure, shows his abundant forgiveness. And when he uses words like pressing down, it reveals how he makes more and more room for the mercy we need, so no area of our lives remains untouched. And that last phrase, running over, it pictures a harvest of forgiveness that is greater than anything you and I can hold. But in all this good news, there's a clear warning. The measure you hand out is the measure God will place back into your own lap. So when we're cold towards others, it unmasks the truth that we may know Jesus' words and still not know his heart. So for those of us who are in Christ, it is time to leave behind our old ways of holding on to grudges. I wonder, who do you need to show the mercy and forgiveness of Jesus to today? The way we treat others is the clearest proof of whether Christ's mercy truly rules in our hearts. So as we wrap up today, I want to encourage you to keep leaning in with our YouVersion community. And my prayer is that through your time in the Word, you will catch a clear glimpse of God's good plans for you and his church.
No, that's good. That's a good thing, man. I like that one. Like, it's basically however you act towards others is gonna be given back to you, like karma. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean that one's a little tricky, bro. That's not like I'm not saying I hold grudges, but I definitely distance myself from people when I feel like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Not that if they did me wrong or anything, I just feel like it's just fading, bro. You know what I'm saying? Where I just don't see a point of, you know, keeping that whatever friendship or whatever, or like, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you know what I'm saying? Whatever it will be with family, friends, you know, spouse and shit like that. Whatever it can be and shit. Like, if I just see shit that's dying and shit that's just like, and like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just, you know what? Like, I'm just gonna distance myself away from that. You know what I'm saying? Now, but don't get me wrong. Like, they definitely, like, if those person reach out and stuff and like, oh, yo, look, it's been a while, and they explain whatever they've been going through, I'm not gonna like give them the cold shoulder, bro. I'm gonna hear them out and, you know, give them that respect. You know what I'm saying? And just come to understanding, because, you know, we all been to that place. I've been to that place too. So yeah, but like I said, it's for me, bro. Just once I start seeing some signals, some signs, and like some stuff like that I personally, you know what I'm saying, be like, you know what, this person just, you know, it's just not giving the time of day, just doesn't seem like, hey, bro, like, you know what, like, you're not really like you're not really want to, you know, showing that same support I'm giving, or not even support, that same, you know, energy I'm giving to you. And if you're not gonna give it back, I mean, I'm not gonna force it out of you. I'm just gonna move on and just, you know what I'm saying, just be distant. So I like that one, because it kind of is tricky too. But I think maybe with the message more, it comes to like grudges, holding grudges. But I don't really like holding grudges. I never really hold grudges, bro. To be honest, bro, I feel like holding grudges is one of the most like dumbest things you can do, just because it just feels like you just feel like shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just feel like shit. And you're like, oh, dude, look, you're so freaking, like, you can be so mad and da-da-da and all that. I hate holding grudges. I don't really like, I just, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I just, like, it is what it is. That's how I look at it. It is what it is, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. But, you know, my little TED talk here, bro. But yeah, I like that message. I do like that message. I do believe that how you treat others is how you're going to be treated back. You know what I'm saying? Like, eventually, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that, oh, just because you were nice to somebody today, there's going to be someone super nice to you. You know what I'm saying? And like in an hour. But maybe not that day, or maybe you will get something that, you know, kind of bother you. But maybe later down the road, when you really need it, you need someone to cheer you up or something, they're going to be there and stuff. So, I mean, that's how I look at things with life and stuff now. I don't see things in an instant because everything takes time. Like, that's why I know that everything takes time, and you just gotta be patient, bro. And just like, I like putting it in trading terms, like a stock trading. You guys saw, man, I was patient for all the way September, October, and November too. We've been, pretty slow. I mean, now little things that we're finding that are picking up and stuff, but I've been really slow. So it almost been like 3 months that I really haven't been finding any really trades like that. But look, now, what I'm saying, we wait for the right opportunities and we're just waiting. There are some opportunities when there are slow markets. We saw right here yesterday, again today, and hopefully we see one for tomorrow too, and stuff. And maybe the market start picking up a little more and more, and then we'll see. Look, just because we were patient, we didn't do anything that will ruin our bankroll, our capital and stuff, where it can affect us, where we're not able to trade for the days when there are volatile. You know what I'm saying? That could really affect me. But good thing we stayed patient. We waited for opportunity and stuff, and we were able to make the right decisions. And I'm very grateful for that. So, guys, it's very important, guys. Always remember, at least how I always look at it, bro. It might not come to you today, it might not come to you in a week, in a month, maybe in a year, bro. But it will come when you need it the most, or God sees when you most need it or deserve it. So, yeah, man. So that's the way I just look at things now, and that helps me a lot, bro. You know what I'm saying? It helps you not being disappointed. It helps you not just see things day to day. Sometimes you gotta understand that things takes time and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. A little talk today, bro, about that. You know what I'm saying? Took a 1-to-1 again today. Pretty happy with that. And yeah, bro. All we're gonna do is just literally just wait for. See if there's an other opportunity that shows up to like 9:30 and stuff. And if there is, great. If there isn't, then we'll wait for tomorrow for see if there's a training opportunity for tomorrow. We took one trade. I am gonna mark stamp it. We mark stamp every trade I take because it's good for me to look back and be like, okay, cool. Like, this is what okay, this is the day I traded, and let's just see how we performed, how we did. So it's always good to look at. That was a crazy balance. It was area 187 all the way back up to a decent amount of volume, actually. Who knows? Maybe we'll see a strike back up to 250. And maybe push higher. There's a stock that's moving for sure, bro. But the thing is, the price is a little bit scary of like, and it's coming up in the scanner for sure too. So I'm kind of liking that too. It's come, but you see this how cheap it is and how like low this gonna be dropping. Like I said, it's just a little bit too of that. You know what I'm saying? I just don't like it. I think anything above like 150, closer to, bro, it has been like a little more easier to trade. Now the only way I trade at $100.50 is that it's the top gainer of the whole market. You know what I'm saying? Like if it's the top gainer of the whole market, then obviously we want to trade because everyone has odds in it. And when a lot of people have on it, it's a lot more cleaner price movement. When it's very less of volume, it's more choppier. It's really hard to read and stuff like that. So yeah, man, just not really liking what I'm seeing right now. So I think when if it moves up higher in the higher in the top gainers, then I think I'll see myself taking the opportunity there. Yeah, because we had the top gainer was CTEY. We took a trade on it and had 136 million volume, guys. That's actually fucking insane, bro. So I mean, it has 1.6 136 million volume, bro. Like, bro, that shit, that's moving nasty. So yeah, man, like I said, we're coming around that 9:30 mark where we haven't really seen anything. We'll just move on and see if we find anything else, bro. So like I said, man, so it's about to be like what? It's about to be what, 28? So about like 2 more minutes, and then don't look how that's moving. Yeah, it's moving kind of weird, so I'm not really liking that. Even though we see a lot of volume, and this is pretty decent, around like 150. You know what I'm saying? Pretty decent. Just I don't know, but the way you saw like it was shooting up like that, man, which is a little bit scary, bro. But um, you see that pushing back up to 30. I mean, if we would have able to take this trade, but we're gonna have to take like a what, 2-3 cents. I'll say two would be reasonable at 36. Yeah, even if it's already like 10 cents, the stop doesn't. It's not really clear at all. Maybe towards here, maybe at 28, 6, 8 cents to make 10. That'll be a 1-to-1. Not the best, honestly. But like I said, bro, I don't really see anything. I mean, we saw this one, but it's just the way how it's moving is a little scary. So, I'm not. I don't want to, be around it. But we're gonna close the charts here, man. We took a trade, bro. executed, went well for me, you know what I'm saying? Took a little 1-to-1 again, you know. And these are fine. 1-to-1 are fine, guys. I don't have no problem, but I will say I like a 1-to-2 just because it's better for when it comes to probabilities. You have a better chance when it, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to that. But yeah, other than that being said, guys, like I said, there's not really much to be said. You know, I think we did pretty well, bro. We stick to a strategy. You know, we saw what we saw that there was an imbalance, and we took that trade because it was like, okay, there's an imbalance, and you know, we got out of 208 because there was just a bunch of sellers on that area. And we, you know what, we're gonna just take our money and go and stuff. But the funny thing is, it did end up breaking a little bit, and then ended up coming back and then coming back right up. But like I said, sometimes, bro, it's better just, you know, to understand what was going on with the market. Just get out. We saw that there was a big seller there. We keep coming to that area, and there was just big sellers. Now we were trying to break that wall many times, but like I said, I just rather, you know what I'm saying, understanding what's going on right now and just, you know, take the trade out, you know what I'm saying. And we got a little nice 1-to-1. I am gonna mark stamp it, so when I want to look it back, or anyone else wants to look it back, you know what I'm saying, you can. But yeah, other than that, that's pretty much it, man. I'll see you guys for another trading opportunity for tomorrow, for Wednesday.